Lessons and Profits, October into November 2023. Options at exit. Remember, you have multiple options at exit. Here, I decided to load profit on Ipswich despite £43 profit being available now. So don't forget, just weigh up the amount of time left. Who's the dominating team? Can they get another goal in the amount of time left? If they can, you'll be amply rewarded. But do you want to take the profit for calling the match correctly in the first place? Drip laying. It's a method of lowering liability and getting involved in a match late in the first half or late in the second half. Late in the first half in this instance, we were looking at the potential of a goal before half-time. And as you can see, that's just arrived. With drip laying, I lay multiple intervals. If they all get matched, I make a 10-1 return. In this case, not quite. Loading profit on your favoured team. Sometimes it pays off, sometimes it doesn't. But there was no big catch on this occasion. Using this technique, I have managed to get a couple of 100-1 returns in the same afternoon. So it's well worth pursuing, as long as your liability or your losses are minimised. So for Freiburg Mönchengladbach, I was looking at Freiburg to finish the job, but I couldn't quite. It just ended up in a draw. Still make a profit there. Dinamo Zagreb, good recovery from being a goal down, but they couldn't quite finish the job. Just a marginal loss there. But still, we're in there with a shout at a 3-figure return for very small risk. On this occasion, well, decent enough return on the draw, but we had a very juicy £185.22 if Ipswich Town could just score that next goal. But they didn't quite get there. The clock wasn't our friend in this match, and it fizzled out to a draw, but we didn't lose a thing. +1 versus the match odds. Who won out in this particular match? Everton against Brighton. Quite clearly the +1 wins out there. Nice £32.40 green screen. If you went the match odds route, you had a bigger profit if Brighton could win the match. But as it ended up a draw, you only win £2.68 there. So do think, what's my favoured option? +1 or match odds? Greening up can save you some real heartache. That's a lesson to learn here. I backed Wolves +1 when Sheffield United scored the first goal. Wolves equalised. Lovely job. I cashed out. 89th minute and all. I could have waited until the 90th minute, assuming the match would end 1-1. But no. A late Sheffield United 90th plus minute penalty converted saw Sheffield United take the spoils. But because I greened out, it doesn't matter after I've greened out whatever happens. This is the correct score market. Sometimes use this market to cover certain score lines that I'd like to see in the match. Swansea and Sunderland. A red card for Swansea. I thought Sunderland would push on and get the 0-2, 0-3. I was wrong. They couldn't even score. Nordland and Vejle. Normally in this match where we've got a 1.2 favourite at home and it's 0-0 at half-time, I'd opt for 3-0, 3-1, any other home win. Low liability, and more often than not, that kind of scoreline does come in for these very short price favourites. Not so on this occasion. I must admit, I do ask them to do quite a lot for me, scoring 3 goals in the second half. Perhaps the more conservative amongst you would look towards the 1-0 and 2-0 to include that. Half-time score market can be very lucrative. If you can get the 1-1 at least, as I did here, Werder Bremen scoring first, Wolfsburg equalise for a nice 1-1 profit. What that does, it opens the door up now to 2-1 and 3-1 or any unquoted at much better odds. I like that kind of a play. As long as we get that equalising goal, we will break even or make a small profit. But I'm after the big fish, 2-1 and any unquoted. This is called variable profit Dutching. You can Google that if you'd like. Learn more about it. You can change the profit figure on each of your favourite outcomes. This was a bit of fun. It's the FA Cup. Aldershot, well, they've snuck into a 0-7 lead. And it's only 58 minutes into the match. So there's half an hour to go for 1.5 favourite Swindon to do a Roy of the Rovers turnaround. We've got a really good run for our money. 4 goals. I think had we had another 10 minutes, we could have got a 7-7 and a 1.01 lay. Quite literally, for every £1 you risk, you're likely to win up to £100. As you can see here, £6 liability for a £588 profit. 3 goals away. Oh dear. Great run for our money there. Do have a go at these, particularly at 1.01 odds. They can give you some entertaining football. A new insurance market. This is only for members of footballtradingprofits.com, but I'll just show you here how that can save your bacon from an unexpected result. This unexpected result was a 2-0 win for Nottingham Forest. Yes, Aston Villa are full of goals, but that happens more at home than away, as I'm making the video. Nottingham Forest went into a 2-0 lead, but we managed to get that 2-0 lead covered, and we got out of there relatively risk-free or harm-free. As you can see, only a £6 loss on the match compared to £40 in the match odds market. Go to footballtradingprofits.com and sign up for free. Wait for the pop-up box to get a free trading video, and you're very welcome to join footballtradingprofits.mn.ch. Completely free. Free Premier League research, free live chat webinars, at least 2 or more in a month. Look over my back on a busy Saturday or a Sunday where we try to put the strategies into action, make some green screens for you. Plenty more freebies on hand too. Costs you nothing to join. It's a growing community. Plenty of action. I look forward to seeing you there.